Good morning, everyone. This morning's Carmelite is Brother Lawrence of the Resurrection. He's very well known for a small book that was compiled after his death entitled The Practice of the Presence of God. And he was one of these individuals that was not reputed to be super smart or super charismatic, or he was not the leader. He was only a brother in France, in Lorraine, all his life. And he joined a monastery after being a foot soldier in some military operation. He did have some infirmities. But what was remarkable about him, I don't know if you've ever read The Practice of the Presence of God, because I remember it was very, very, very popular back in the 80s, probably before then as well, is he possessed what many considered to be a profound peace, the kind of peace that you want, the kind of peace that leads you to ask the question, how can I have that kind of peace? And this compilation, this book that came out after his death, is simply a collection of things he said to visitors who came to see him. He began to attract many people because his peace was so profound. And they would want to sit with him, and he would give counsel. It was quite simple. But everything was rooted in this practice of the presence of God. So here we are back again at the very basic Carmelite charism and the universal call to be present. And we have it in this wonderful, we have it in this wonderful individual. So I'm going to read a passage from not something he says to somebody else, but an utterance he has for God. He knew that God was found in everything, in the pots, in the pans, in every step you take, in every thought you think. He knew that everything was an opportunity for this presence. And that's what we're invited to here. And then to enjoy the fruit of that, which is that profound peace. So I invite you to close your eyes. And form once again the circle that we sit in. And we invite in all of the Carmelites that have accompanied us thus far. And all Carmelites of all ages. We invite in all spiritual beings, all loved ones, all ancestors, guides, shamans, all those known and unknown to us that support us on our path. And together we sit in circle, being formed into a golden ring of alliance. And we invite Brother Lawrence to speak these words within our circle. His words from 400 years ago, but eternal words that he can speak now. And we, by our opening to the words, can have the same experience of God that he has. Your treasure, my God, is like an infinite ocean, yet a little wave of feeling, passing with the moment, contents us. Blind as we are, we hinder you and stop the current of your graces. But when you find a soul permeated with living faith, you pour your graces plenteously into it. They flow into the soul like a torrent, which after being forcibly stopped against its ordinary course, has found a passage and spreads its pent-up flood with great impetuosity. O Lord, grant that I may make it my only business to persevere always in your holy presence, keeping myself there in a simple attention and in most loving regard, in a silent and secret conversation of my soul with you. I contemplate you present in my heart. I adore you. Keeping my mind in your holy presence and calling it back every time I surprise it wandering in distraction. O Lord, grant that I may make it my only business to persevere always in your holy presence, keeping myself there in a simple attention and most loving regard, in a silent and secret conversation of my soul with you. Your treasure, my God, is like an infinite ocean, yet a little wave of feeling passing with the moment contents us. Blind as we are, we hinder you and stop the current of your graces. And as we begin to end this reflection today, there is always the standing invitation to open each moment, that this torrent of presence that is within us, that we have yet to fully assent to, could take up our being and find passage within us and spread its pent-up flood with great impetuosity. We have the opportunity to make it our only business to persevere in this presence, staying there with simple attention and loving regard, in the secret and silent conversation of our soul with the eternal source. And in that, we go forward with our day. I invite you, when you're ready, to open your eyes.